station, WTIM.
Good morning. Leroy Clamola here with you. Hope you're doing all right this morning. Glad to have you join us. And our live show our live stream brought to you by Landmark of Taylorville. Joining us this morning for our morning interview is going to be Rose Ruhal, who's joining us from Visiting Angels. Rose, how are you this morning?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you, Leroy?
Good. Thank you so much for taking a few minutes to talk to us this morning about some of the great stuff that you guys have going on. I was taking a look at some of the stuff that you guys have going on, and you guys have a ton of stuff that you guys offer. But for those who may not know, tell us a little bit about what Visiting Angels is.
Okay, Visiting Angels is a unskilled home care agency, and what we do is we go into our clients' homes and we help them with tasks that tasks that are very difficult for them to do. We can take them to appointments. We can remind them to take their medications. We give showers, bathing. We spend a lot of time with them. We can clean their homes, do some light housekeeping. We can help them with laundry. Just things that as you age, it's more difficult for you to do. We become immobile sometimes. We have mobility issues. And we just go in to our main goal is to keep our clients in their home or what they know home. We can even go into assisted living if that's where they're at. But our main goal is to keep them living where they are most comfortable.
Yeah, being able to go into their homes to be able to take care of them, obviously a very important step. I know you mentioned spending time with them. That seems to be a big thing that is often not really thought about, but so much of that spending time with somebody can make a big difference in somebody's life.
Oh, it does. With COVID, there was so much depression and anxiety after everything was opened up, and we're seeing that especially in our senior citizens. They just need somebody to have a conversation with, to talk about things that are light, nothing heavy, about what's going on with them, with their family. And it's amazing, just a conversation with somebody that is not with them day in and day out, how that lifts their spirits.
You mentioned it a little bit earlier, but how important is it for these seniors to be able to stay in their own homes?
To stay in your own home is very, very, very important. There is a statistic out there that the longer you can stay in your home, the healthier you are. And I believe the percentage is about 60% of the people have improved with their mental and their physical being, just by knowing that they can stay at home and not have to go to a facility. It's empowering to them, and it just makes them healthier and wiser.
All right. Yeah, absolutely. And being able to do that and be able to stay with them or to be able to stay in their homes, to be able to just do the things they normally do can obviously pay dividends to not only their well-being, but also their mental health as well, which is such a big step as well. All right.
Yes.
You guys have many different types of senior care available. Is that correct?
Yes, we do. We also specialize in helping veterans. We can help them get if they're eligible for benefits, we can help them sign up. But we do take care of veterans also, and we do the same thing with the veterans that we do for our just regular senior citizens.
Yeah, especially because working with the VA can be kind of daunting. Working with the VA and trying to get that stuff taken. I know I've dealt with that before, and it can be kind of a little bit overwhelming. So be able to have those resources to be able to help. How important is that for these seniors to be able to have that help?
It's very important because, as you said, the word daunting, and when they get this pack of papers, it's like, my gosh, do they need to know my entire life history? And we have gotten it down to a science to, you only need this, this, and this, and we help them. We go into their homes, we help them fill out the paperwork, we have them sign the documentation, and then we literally take it back with us to our office, and we get it into the Veterans Administration liaison's hands. So it's not being, once it's mailed, it's not being passed from person to person. We can get it directly to the person who needs that documentation so that they can make a decision, so that they can get help so that the veterans can get the benefits that they deserve from the Veterans Administration.
You guys offer 24-hour care, hourly care. How does that work?
We do. Of course, everybody has the same issue that everybody else has, and it's manpower, but we do offer 24-hour care. We can go anywhere from 4 hours per visit up to 24 hours. The 24-hour care is more limited just because of our manpower issue, but we do it, and we can put you on a wait list if that's what you need, or if you see it coming, you can give us a warning, and we can start, trying to put people in place as other cases end.
You mentioned that obviously you guys are offering many different types of care for senior citizens. Do you do anything for the families as far as like communicating with the families on issues or anything like that?
Yes, our office is very engaged with the client and the client's family. We probably, I always warn our clients when they sign up with us that you're going to hear from us a lot, and it may come to the point where you're going to say, stop calling us. We want our clients, and we want the families of our clients to know step by step what's going on with their care. It is an open door policy that the family, if they're listed on the paperwork, that they can call and get any type of information. We do have a form that we can have the family sign, that we can even connect with their doctors. There's just a lot of different things that we do, but our office is engaged. Our office, and when we are not in our office, holidays, weekends, out of office hours, we have our staff takes the phone. You will never talk to a stranger. You can call us 2 o'clock in the morning. You can call us Christmas Day. You can call us on a weekend or 6 o'clock in the evening. And someone from our office will answer that phone. We value our clients so much that we don't feel it's right for them to leave a message on an answering machine, and maybe somebody will get back with them tomorrow.
Yeah, and that's got to feel good. Obviously, you joke that sometimes families will say stop, but like it's got to feel good for the families to know that there's transparency that's available in those kind of situations.
Oh yes, it's very reassuring, and it is something that we offer, and I do not believe there's any other agency out there that does offer that. It's a decision that I made, and I feel it's very important, and we're going to continue to carry that through.
We're talking to Rose Ruhal with Visiting Angels a little bit about some of the services that their program offers, and each person obviously being very different. You guys offer personal plans for like each person. Like, is obviously each person's kind of different, so care has to be a little bit different as well.
Oh, it is. Yes, when we go in to assess the case, we set up a care plan, and we have the family, the client tell us what their needs are, and we design their care plan based on their needs. This is not a cookie cutter system that we have. Every care plan we have is designed especially for the needs of that particular client.
Yeah, and so because of that, it can make. I think sometimes having those personalized plans makes it feel special to you, and that you have something that nobody else has, and sometimes that can feel good in itself.
Yes, it is. This business is very, very, very rewarding. It's a very humbling business, and to know that we can help people that need the help, and they get the help the way they want it.
All right, sounds good. We're good. We're talking to Rose Ruhal. We got to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have more with Rose Ruhal, talking to her a little bit about some of the great stuff that they have at the Visiting Angels in Effingham. So, Rose, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. You're listening to WTIM, your information station.
Your information station, WTIM.
Chip Flory here, inviting you to join the conversation as we tackle the current issues of agriculture every weekday morning at 10:06 on the Talk of Central Illinois, News Talk WTIM. I host AgriTalk, the nation's longest-running interview show dedicated to discussing agriculture issues with the newsmakers and include you in the conversation via our toll-free number. We're here weekdays mornings at 10:06. We are AgriTalk.
This is a station editorial. I'm Randall J. Miller, station president. As I travel the communities in our Taylorville and Clinton station service areas, I continue to hear a common theme that I'm concerned about. That is the rancor and dissension that is heard in conversations on just about everything. The COVID pandemic has taken an emotional and mental toll on all of us. For months at a time, we were unable to have the one thing that we as humans must have: face-to-face relationships with family, friends, and community. This is having a devastating effect on those same three groups. We aren't communicating like we did before the pandemic. Friends and acquaintances are turning on each other. We as a country, as a state, and as a community can't operate this way. It takes communication. And as I've said the past 3 years, it takes all of us meeting in the middle. In my devotions recently, I came across a passage in Galatians 5 that seems fitting to share. In it, Paul the Apostle wrote the following: "You, my brothers, were called to be free, but do not use your freedom to indulge your sinful nature. Rather, serve one another with love." The entire law is summed up in a single command: love your neighbor as yourself. If you keep on biting and devouring each other, watch out or you will be destroyed by each other. End of quote. While Paul was writing about being spiritually free, these verses can be applied to our personal freedom we enjoy in the United States as well. Whether it's in Washington, Springfield, or the town you live in, we as Americans must meet in the middle to tackle the challenges we face in 2023. For without compromise, as Paul wrote, you will be destroyed by each other. Good words to follow to live life in our faith, with our families and friends. That's our opinion. We welcome yours. Our email address is editorial@randyradio.com. That's editorial@randyradio.com.
The Christian County Economic Development Corporation helps Taylorville, Pana, and other local communities establish and promote their industrial parks, providing constant communication with existing and prospective employers, helping to grow or attract businesses. Find out more by clicking their icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
I'm Kim Bourne, CEO of Taylorville Memorial Hospital, and we're hiring experienced nurses to join our great team. Learn more by clicking on our icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
Your information station, WTIM.
And welcome back to WTIM, your information station. Leroy Clamola here with you this morning. Hope you're doing all right today. Thank you so much for taking a few minutes to join us this morning. And thank you to Rose Ruhal from Visiting Angels for joining us as well. And Rose, it's going to be a beautiful day outside today, and it's a good day to go and spend some time with your loved ones and to give them a call. Some of the types of senior care that you guys offer includes a very cool program that I'm reading about called Ready, Set, Go Home, which allows seniors a chance to help them get ready to avoid hospital readmissions. Talk a little bit about that program.
The Ready, Set, Go Home is unique to Visiting Angels. Instead of the client, they're ready to go home from the hospital, and they don't qualify for rehab, but they're not 100% self-sufficient at home. So we step in, we work with the hospital and the nursing staff that dismisses the client. And we step in, we go into the home, we follow what the nursing department puts in place. Of course, we have certain rules and regulations through the state of Illinois that we can do and cannot do. But we work directly with the discharge nurses, and we put a plan together to help that client at home so that they don't have to go to rehab, and we stay with them until they can get stronger. And by doing that, just giving them that little bit of help, that prevents hospital readmissions.
Always so important there to try to avoid having to go back to the hospital, which can be a scary thing for seniors. Talk a little bit about this palliative care. What is that?
Palliative care is, I like to kind of explain it as a journey, and it's a journey through life after you've been diagnosed with any type of disease, whether it's a cancer, whether it's a type of dementia. And what we do with our palliative care, we walk along with the client and their families, encouraging them, telling them, that we're going to be right here with you to help you through this. If we don't have the answers, we're going to find the answers. It's a lot of just encouragement and letting the client and the families know that, it's going to be okay, and we're going to be with you through this journey every step of the way. A lot of it is emotional, a lot of it is psychological. But as we're also doing that, we're also in the home, we're providing that companion care, and we're making meals, we're nutritious meals, we're helping them with the exercises, just different things that, the visiting nurses say, okay, this is what we're going to do, and you just need to have a little bit of help with this. So you let visiting angels help you to exercise. You do need to walk every 2 or 3 hours. Just different suggestions, and we are there just to help support what the skilled care asks them to do.
End of life is obviously something that a lot of seniors end up having to go through, and it can be very traumatic for both the seniors and for the families. What are some ways that you guys give care from Visiting Angels to give reassurances and to help families during that scary time?
Yes, end of life is very spiritual and it's very emotional. And what we do is, a lot of times the family is with their loved ones 24/7, and we go in and we give the family rest. We give them a break so they can go take a nap, or they can get groceries, or they can just have some quiet, peaceful time for themselves. We also make sure that our client is comfortable through this journey that they're taking. We give them baths. We will make sure if they're on oxygen, we can, help them to adjust what needs to be adjusted. We can report to the nurses when they come in and check on the client and tell them, if they're restless or not restless. If they can still eat, we will help them with any type of liquid. And it's just being there, trying to make the family and help the client be comfortable.
All right, sounds good. All right, for those who may not know, where can people go to get more information? Where are you guys located? Different stuff like that.
Okay, we actually cover 16 counties. Effingham is the center of our counties, so we go out about an hour, maybe an hour and 15 minutes in any direction from the city of Effingham. You can contact us by phone 217-690-4564, or you can look us up on Google. Just type in Visiting Angels Effingham, Illinois. Our website is www.visitingangels.com/Effingham. And those are the simplest ways to reach out to us.
All right, sounds good. Rose, you got about 30 seconds left. Is there any final thoughts you'd like our listeners to know about your program? Visiting Angels, at the
the end of the day, our goal is to know that we have made a positive difference in somebody's life. Whether it's with the client, whether it's with our caregivers, whether it's with the families of our clients and caregivers, we are there for the people. We are there for the community. Not only do we offer home care, we do offer free Alzheimer's presentations. We support the veterans. Anything that we can do to help our people, whether they're clients, whether it's community, we're going to be there for them.
Sounds good. All right, Rose. Thanks so much. Appreciate it.
The Big 870 WTIM Assumption Taylorville, 96.1 W241 CF Taylorville, 107.5 W298 CD Shelbyville, 107.9 W300 EH Payne and Nokomis.
Predictions of an economic catastrophe if the debt ceiling isn't raised. The latest face-to-face meeting of President Biden and House Speaker McCarthy did not produce a deal, but the talks continue.
Both men declared their talks productive, but both